Good morning. So in continuity with the modulation and multiplexing concept, which is related to voice, data, video for analog and digital transmission in satellite communication, today we are going to see about the two concepts, which is nothing but DSL and DVB, which is nothing but digital subscriber line and digital video broadcasting. Let us first consider the digital subscriber line, that is nothing but DSL. It is nothing but the modern technology that uses existing telephone line to transport high bandwidth data that is used for multimedia audio video communication to service subscriber. So the DSL is used to support dedicated point to point multi-network communication or broadcasting. So this DSL connection is typically between the network service provider, which is nothing but NSP, central office, and the customer side on the local loop side, either within the building or within the campus. So the DSL significantly contribute to from the implementers and the service providers also. So this is because it delivers high bandwidth data rate to disappear location with relatively small changes to the existing telecommunication infrastructure. So the DSL, it is nothing but formerly it is nothing called as digital subscriber loop, and presently it is called as digital subscriber line, and which is used to transmit internet traffic over copper wire telecommunication lines. So it is one of the mostly used method by using mostly used method by the internet service provider to offer broadband internet access along with the cable network. So the main objective of DSL is to keep the data transfer speed at a high level. So here you can wondering about how we will able to have the both telephone as well as the internet access. Here the answer is by dividing or by splitting or DSL filters, but with the support of DSL filters. The splitters basically divide the frequency and ensure that they cannot be interrupted. So this is the block diagram and the architecture of digital subscriber line, where we have the public switch telephone network here and the data network here. So both are combined together. Here we have the DSL access multiplexer, which can take both data network as well as PSTN input, and which can be passed through the local loop, right, to the DSL modem here. And how the DSL data transmitted in DSL, here instead of using the 0 to 4000K voice channel, DSL use the one physical capacity copper phone line up to 1 megahertz. That 1 megahertz capacity has been divided into three portions. One is the voice channel of having 4 kilohertz, and another two is used for both upstream as well as the downstream communication. There are different versions of DSL available, with the main difference that the data rate only, right? The how much the bandwidth is allocated between the upstream and downstream, that differ between the different version of the DSL. So for example, one form of DSL which is called as G.Lite, it provides 4 kilohertz voice channel and 384 kbps upstream and 1.5 megabits per second downstream. And there are different types of DSL. The basically two types. One is SDSL, which is nothing but symmetrical DSL, and another one is asymmetrical DSL. In symmetrical DSL, it divides the upstream and downstream frequency evenly. That means 2 Mbps may be available both for upstream as well as downstream on the connection, right? So the example, the application point of view, the SDSL is supported for small business, whereas the asymmetrical DSL, it allows several times faster downstream speed rather than the upstream, due to fact that most users download more data than they upload. The asymmetrical DSL connection may provide 20 Mbps downstream and 1.5 Mbps upstream. And here some of the advantages of the DSL. So no additional cost wiring is needed. Since the DSL connection use your existing telephone line, you won't need to invest any extra cost for private phone system network establishment. It is a cost effective one because the internet offers the best connectivity and it is a very cost effective method. DSL modems are offered by the service providers. Users are also able to use the internet and the telephone in simultaneously, and the reason for this is that the voice and digital signals use different frequencies to be transmitted. User can select from the range of providers price and the connection speed. Thank you. Wow.